sperms and semen. Like somebody was jerking off on a CD, right? Now it's getting whiter. All right. All right, now it's time. Now it's time. All right, almost time. Okay. Mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 mix. Okay, so now you take the other magnet and you just, oh shit. You see, I was afraid of that. Now my magnets are so powerful that they want to go together. So what I have to do is to hold it here till it gets, no, that's not going to happen. So it's going to be like here. Unfortunately, I will close the door. That was a bad location for the idea was to be here. You can do it if you have patience. That means first you have to let this dry, then you have to hold this one with the little grip vise, and you will do the perfect way. Anyway, we're not going to do the perfect way because perfection is for fools. So now we're going to dip another one, and here we're going to put this one here. So now this is how our set will look like. It will work perfectly fine. Now let me show you. It's going to be like this in the letter T, and the rest of this gooey glue we're going to take and we're going to pour over these guys here, and now I'm going to make third batch of this gooey semen liquid. And just in 10 minutes, if the weather is nice and hot, this will be glued here forever. Now, of course, we're going to test it to see how it's going to work. In just a few minutes, I hope that I will be able even to test it. And then I will show you, okay, here it is. It's not very perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect to work. We just have one disadvantage here. We closed this terminal here. I don't use it anyway, so because of the power of the remote controls and shit. Now this flash, it will be attached to the pole over there to create the Rembrandt light. Here is the model, and we're going to use some Godox trigger. All right, we're going to use the latest and the greatest Pro number version 2. All right, that's a Godox trigger Pro version 2 for $89. Now your old boy Ivan here has about 30 years in photography experience, trained over 500 photographers, like 100 and something photographers was working actively in my company, the premier photography company in New York City, Times Square, Rockefeller and Fulton Mall in Brooklyn. And I was training these people how to take good pictures, how to be pro photographers, how to handle customers. These guys made millions of dollars for me through 2001 through 2016. I've literally made millions of dollars. 50 people was working on a daily basis. Some days 10 people, some days 5 people, some days only 3 people, some days 50 people in 3 multiple locations. Times Square, New York City, the best place to take pictures. Now I'm recently going back to Times Square to consult one young man who is bold enough to create his old company, the first photo kiosk ever in Times Square. His name is Edward, and his family, they are running this new kiosk. So I'm outside consultant, just giving good ideas, helping the guy. And now, you see, get the gooey, get the sperms, get the semen. We are generating Siemens with the balls. All right, now let's talk about ingenuity. Why I'm showing you these things, guys and people, whoever are you watching? Because in life you don't have to spend too much to have the good life. You don't have to spend to make a lot of money. You don't have to spend a lot of money. That is a myth, and I am the living proof of that myth. Now here it is, our new invention. My phone is dying because it's a cheap ass phone, and I'm gonna cut off this video. I'm gonna make another part. This video will probably be 3 parts, and I will show you the results, I'll show you the pictures, and I'll show you everything. Now I have to use my yellow taxi as a charger to charge this primitive phone, and there's another phone here, and as I have a bunch of phones and tablets. If you're interested in this, and if you are living in New York City, we can chit chat, we can meet, I do photography meetups in Times Square area. You can come and I can train you on all kinds of photography trickery when it comes to flashes. I pride myself to be the flash expert, that with a little flashes like this you can do more than a guy with a $10,000 stroboscopic 8 heads system can do. So that's it. I'm closing the video because now this has to stay horizontally. Now the flash will look a little bit like handmade, of course. You can do it better. And that's it for the moment. Now phone is dying, it has to go to here. Now let me try to plug it. All right. Oh, now we got it back on power. There's 30 minutes. My phone is not capable to make one long video for 30 minutes, so it's chopped them in 3 videos. Or is it it's an old phone, all right? Doesn't matter. So now let's recap. In order to do the Rembrandt light of that model hey over there, you no longer need this tripod. All you need is a little creativity. As I said, these magnets are, these 7 magnets are $1 or $2. For 50 of this, pack of this for 50 of this, and they are circle ones. This one I use them for the tablet, as you can see. So for $15 you can buy 50 of these and group them in 2, in 3, in 5, and you can be very creative. Now the purpose of this video is to create a flash that will never ever use a tripod. Here is how it's gonna be. Just bang, and that's it. Now I will hold it for a while. I will charge my phone again with the cable, goes in the charging port, and we continue with the video. Now please subscribe to this channel. This is not photography channel, it's a fun channel for anything do it yourself, having the good life, visiting restaurants, talking about business, cars, people, relationship and relationships. Now look at this magnet, look at this magnets. Hey, there you have it. So subscribe to the channel, have some fun, and don't forget in your life to be always smiling and be kind and nice to others. And that's it. Famous Jožek is not here today. I'm here in the business of creating ingenuity. Subscribe.